But what is the situation in the rest of Europe? How many Roma people are there, and why, after so many years of problematic integration, is the issue now top of the agenda in so many European countries? The blonde angel in the middle. The tabloids loved this story. How did 4-year-old Maria end up in the care of the couple she calls mother and father? The circumstances are still being investigated. Was it trafficking? Was it a case of rescuing a lost child? Is Maria's blondness due to an albino gene? Then there was the case of 15-year-old Leonardo, born in France but not French by birth. She'd been picked up by French police in front of her school friends during a school trip and then deported back to Kosovo with her family. In France, expulsions of Roma migrants are not unusual, but this case caused outrage. Victims of a cruel state or imposters living on the margins of society. The Roma divide public opinion. They always have. But who are they? The Roma, Gypsies, Gitanos, Zindi, Calais or Zingari. Their names are as varied as the countries they inhabit. The Roma or Romani people are thought to have arrived in Europe after a long migration from India through northern Africa and Turkey. That was over 800 years ago. Figures are wildly inaccurate, but the Council of Europe estimates that the population on the continent is somewhere above 11 million, 6 million of which live in the EU. In the Union, the highest concentration of Roma people is in southeastern Europe, and the combined estimate population there is somewhere between 2.5 and 4.1 million. Of those, 1.2 to 2.5 live just in Romania. In Western Europe, the highest concentration of Roma people is in Spain and in France. The global population of Roma is as big, if not bigger, than the Jewish population. They share the displacement of diaspora and a dark history. The Nazis killed tens of thousands of Roma in their own camp at Auschwitz, treating them as an inferior species. But the genocide of Roma is barely remembered outside the community. But the Roma also thumbed their nose at the conventions of organized societies, shunning documents, healthcare or formal education. They live more comfortably on the margins of society and frequently of the law. In turn, society regards them with suspicion. Colourful, exotic, inviting myth and malice in equal measure.